Next month, you are looking for a historic victory for your party. The heart of London could turn red. Do you really believe? And what are your plans if the majority in the council had to change?
We've got a historic opportunity to make an enormous amount of gains in this election coming up. We are fighting hard. We are always the underdogs here in Westminster because we're up against a Tory machine that is incredibly well funded and has been in power for so long. But we really get a sense that people here want to change. And if we win in May, we are going to commit to building on the things that people like around low council tax and keeping twice weekly bin collections. But we're going to have a really positive agenda around building new council homes and homes for key workers. We're going to bring about the living wage for council employees and their contractors. We are going to bring about returning investment into our children's centres and our youth clubs that have been cut by the Tories as part of the harsh austerity across the country. We understand the challenges ahead with a Tory government enforcing austerity on all local authorities, but a Labour council here in Westminster could make a real difference. From the areas of North Westminster that voted Labour for many years to areas across the cities of London and Westminster as well, which are now looking to Labour for the first time in a generation. And ultimately, we can make a real difference.
Homelessness is an emergency, a tragic emergency now in central London, but it is also connected to gentrification.
There are two challenges. One around homelessness, for statutory homelessness, that we've seen families moved to outer London or even across the country by the impact of the Tories' home housing and benefits policies that have caused huge problems there. We will scrap the homelessness strategy and start again working with experts from Z2K and other legal experts to rethink how Westminster deals with homelessness. We will also tackle the blight of rough sleeping in Westminster that is harming the lives of so many people who unfortunately find themselves on Westminster Street as a result of the Tories' home housing and welfare policies across the country. They find their way onto Westminster streets, and the Tories have cut 2 million this year on top of almost $1 million they cut last year from that rough sleeping budget. So there are the twin challenges around finding people homes. So we will change the policies, we will change the way in which Westminster does things, stop the cuts, and ultimately we will build homes here in Westminster for those who are eligible to be housed by Westminster. Council homes and low-rent key worker homes.